Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the West Ham United versus Manchester United Premier League preview. Manchester United travel to London Stadium on the 23rd of December to face West Ham just before Christmas. How coincidental. We play West Ham before Christmas. What you have with your Christmas dinner? Ham. Brilliant. And let's hope Manchester United can give Hammers a stuffing. I know you don't stuff ham, but I'm trying to be positive here. The last preview just before Christmas time. So let's try. I'm not even going to be negative. I will be negative. I'll be honest. I have to be negative as much as I have to be as honest as I can. But before we get stuck in, please the usual bit of housework. Please like, comment, hit that big red subscribe button. If you are watching, we've done a preview earlier on with Tom and Michael, the legends themselves. Well done to Tom, 23 to 24. Victor, Michael done very well. So get over there and give the lads a bit of credit. Be much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, look, let's get stuck into the preview. So again, as always, there will be a live watch along here on the United Way YouTube channel with myself. For the game kicks off at 12:30. I'll be live from 12 p.m. So get on over there for that. Be much appreciated. But let's get stuck in and talk about Manchester United. Again, Manchester United coming into this game after coming in after a back of a 0-0 draw against Liverpool at Anfield. A lot of us say we said we'd taken that draw before the match. We got the draw. Some maybe aren't as happy, but look, we need to beat West Ham now. Then we can say, right, last week beating Liverpool, we need to make it be a good point, you know. But here's Manchester United's previous five coming into this game. We lost 1-0 against Newcastle. We beat Chelsea 2-1. We lost against Bournemouth 3-0. Bayern Munich beat us 1-0, and we drew 0-0 against Liverpool. So just to look at our previous three there, we haven't scored a goal in our previous three games. So, you know, even take the Champions League game out, if you want to look at Premier League, we haven't scored in our previous two Premier League games, sorry. Again, it's not impressive, not in the slightest. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to admit that. It could be better, no doubt about it. I mean, look at that form. So it's definitely not the greatest form in the world, you know. It's not the best. Let me just read it out. That's 2 losses, a win, 2. No, hold on. A draw, 2 losses. Yeah, three losses, a win, and a draw. Definitely not great. No doubt about it. I mean, Bournemouth was shocking. Bayern, we weren't great. Liverpool, well, weren't great there, but we take the point. Here is the league coming to this table. Again, this is at 7 versus 8. Just to throw that in there. Man United 7th, West Ham 8. So if we, I think if we even draw, no, if we still remain 7th. But if we lose, we go to 8th, I think. So we're 7th. Again, a win. With depending on what happens in the Newcastle game, if we win, we can go 6th, which is a shame because of, you know, we get a win 31, then Tottenham, Newcastle. You know, it'd be interesting to see where we are come the new year. You know, we have Villa, West Ham, Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest. Definitely not 3 easy games, but look, 7th place, not the best place to be, but hopefully we can climb the table come tomorrow. So tough game. This game against West Ham is going to be tough. Again, they lost against Liverpool 5 goals to 1 in the Carabao Cup. But West Ham at home are decent. Jared Bowen's a good player. Have good players to have a decent midfield. Again, how will Ten Hag go into this game? Will he make a few changes, tactical, physical? It really is going to be a tough game because 7 versus 8. It's not like previous years where it's been 4th against 7th or 4th against 9th. No way, nothing to be. There are 2 teams, and only a point is splitting the sides here. Only a point is splitting the sides. But again, I don't expect this to be an easy game. I expect us to win, but I don't expect it to be an easy game. Reason being is because Manchester United against such teams like West Ham, you have danger man. Danger man for me is Jared Bowen. But, you know, you look at that game against West Ham and I think, again, they gave chances. they're also a team that gives you chances. They're a team that gives you chances. We've seen it in previous games. Like you look at, I mean, I think it was a game before. I forget who it was. I think it was Brighton. Could be wrong. And they run away. The opposite team that were playing run away, and West Ham still beat them by a good chunk of goals. Wolves had more. I think Wolves had more better stats than them. But so David Moyes is a manager who doesn't look at stats. Ten Hag likes to have possession-based football. You can get that against West Ham, but the issue is, are we going to go into this? Are we going to go into this confident? Are we going to be a bit wary of West Ham? Personally, I don't know what to expect from Manchester United. I really, really don't. I hope we can go into this game and be confident, get the win. But I think they'll be again. West Ham are no pushovers, especially with the players. You got rid of Declan Rice in that midfield. Again, West Ham, they're not the best team in the world, West Ham, but a bit of a slippery slope for me. They're a bit of a banana skin, to be honest with you. I'll be honest. And again, I just hope it will be a tough game. I do expect us to win by the odd goal. It could be a draw. We could lose, but I think we should have the power there to get the win. And I want to see a bit of confidence. And another thing I want to see is midfield needs to change. I'd only make 2 changes. Bruno in, McTominay. I see a thing after the Liverpool game, people saying, don't play Bruno for the game against West Ham. Play McTominay there. So we're going to go into a game against West Ham with defensive football. What does McTominay offer you? McTominay is weird. If you play McTominay deep, he's not the best, but he's more of a threat. You play him in the position, in the 10, and he's useless. Where is McTominay good enough for me? I don't hate McTominay. He scored crucial goals in crucial games. I will not forget that. But what I want to see is Bruno, Mainoo, and Amrabat. Mainoo, for me, played very well in the game against Liverpool. A tough place to go to against a top team, as much as I hate to say. Amrabat, for me, is a slippery slope. He scares me. He actually scares me. And it's not the good kind of, he's a scary player. He's gonna be top class. The other way around. And I hope he can settle in. I cannot see, the midfield for me, I can't wait for Casemiro to come back. Eriksen, I think, will be available for this game. Can't see Ten Hag starting Christian Eriksen. I think Eriksen, he may come on, he may not, for a bit of creativity. Again, Eriksen's also not the quickest player in the world. West Ham do have pace. Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen. I think Antonio's injured for this game. But they do have pace, no doubt about it. West Ham, do have pace. So, Mainoo will get stuck in. I don't know why Ten Hag's not playing Mainoo in such games. He's only played him twice. Started him twice. Everton and Liverpool, and he played well in 2 of those games. And it's funny, we didn't lose in 2 of those games. It's funny how things if things plan out. I'm not saying Mainoo's the reason why we're not losing games, but he is a very good player, and I really hope Ten Hag plays him, because if you play McTominay, Amrabat, and Bruno, that midfield is going to be so open. It's going to be more like a 4-1-4-1 maybe. McTominay will be up beside Bruno Fernandes. That's how it'll be. 4-3-3 attack. West Ham will beat us on that. Where if you go Mainoo, Amrabat, and Bruno, you're going to have that double pivot of Amrabat and Mainoo, who can protect and help the defence. Whereas McTominay, he just wants to score goals. But let us know, what would you do with the midfield? Another thing I want us to do, can I see us doing it? Maybe not. Is we need to gain control of this game. We need to get a chokehold of the game. Like it or not, a chokehold is needed. And will we get it? I don't know. It might be similar to the Liverpool game for all we know. It might be. It might be similar to the Liverpool game, which again, better performance is also needed. We need to gain control, better performance. I personally don't know how we're going to plan out, but we need to gain control. Things about Manchester United previous games. We don't go. Do we have the players to do it? I don't know. Probably not. But West Ham, like you can beat if you're on top of your game, you can score a good few goals against West Ham. Liverpool done it. Fulham done it. Like who on that Fulham team do you look at and say, well, he's a threat, he's a threat, he's a threat. I can see why. No disrespect to Willian, Jimenez, or Wilson, or whoever they were playing on that current day. But we should go into this game, and again, I know the attack needs to be better, but if we can gain control and have a much better performance, be more quicker on the ball, pick the right team needs to be picked. I mean, if Ten Hag picks the midfield I don't want them to pick, which is McTominay, Amrabat, and Bruno. I mean, come on, Ten Hag. It's like you want me not to want you to stay. When I want you to, but I'm still Ten Hag, no doubt about that. But I say it won't be the results that'll bring me to Ten Hag out. It'll be the team he picks that gets us that defeat. That's how it is. Crazy as it sounds, it is. Someone asked me in the watch along last week, how many games will it take before you want Ten Hag out? It'd be a while, but the team selection for me will be a bit, come on, boss, what are you doing there? But again, you have Bruno Fernandes, he's back. He works his absolute, head off. So, he needs to, he'll be there, he'll be running around the pitch like a headless chicken. But the thing is, he'll bring a bit of creativity and hopefully he tries to gain that control, because it's been a long time before. But even if you get a lead, then you're in control of it again. If you're losing, you're not in control. But you can at least gain control. So go out there, gain control, and quick ball. That's what I want. Another thing, which again, the attack needs sharpening. That attack from me, honestly, not great. It looks well on paper, but it's Rashford just not firing on all cylinders. Anthony, it must be nearly a year before he put the ball in the back of net. Rasmus Højlund hasn't scored for Manchester United in the Premier League yet. Martial, not great. Obviously Pellistri, he's not really getting game time. Ahmad is back. Hopefully he's back on the bench for this game, where he may start, but he'd be vital. But it'd be interesting to see what will Ten Hag go back with. Will he play Garnacho or Rashford instead of either Garnacho or Anthony, or maybe Højlund? I wouldn't play Rashford striker. That's like putting an engine that doesn't work into a new car. It doesn't make sense. But look, here we have it. For me, with Liverpool, we got our chances, but we're not finishing them. That's the thing. We're getting chances, but we're not finishing, and that's what worries me. That's what worries me with Manchester United at the moment. We're chances, but we're not finishing, and we don't look like we know how to score a goal. Where if we go in and we take our chances, and the attack thing is with Garnacho and Anthony, they help the defense. They track back, which I like. I always say I want me fullbacks helping me wingers and me wingers helping me fullbacks. It goes both ways. That's what they do. But then Garnacho scored that brilliant goal against Everton. Probably one of the best goals we'll ever see in football. Who knows? But look, definitely one of the best goals Garnacho will ever score. I think even he'll admit that. But look, let you know, what would you change to midfield? Do you think the attack for me just needs a bit of switch? I'm not saying drop anyone, but what I'm saying is, different style of play. We don't, cut. You don't have to always cut inside, because we're getting behind, and give Højlund service. That's what the attacker's also there for, to give their striker service. But there we have it. But look, can Man United beat West Ham? Yeah, they can, depending on what team Ten Hag puts out and how he approached the game. Will he approach a similar to Liverpool game? Again, he's a manager. He doesn't change his tactics a lot, so he may go back to basics, playing, the usual football that you've seen against, Bournemouth. No, it's not great. But let's look at Chelsea, even Fulham when we beat them 1-0. Luton Town, you might see something similar to that. But I don't want us going into this game defensive minded at all. I want us to be wary, but I don't want us to go into the game defensive minded, and he has to pick a much better team. How can Man United beat West Ham? Well, again, play the ball quick, pick the right team, midfield especially. The defense really picks itself nowadays. I heard Lindelof's out for a couple of weeks, so he made return in January alongside Leach and Casemiro. Who else is out? I'm not sure what's up with Malacia yet, but look, there we have it. Move the ball quick. Try and I'm not going to say trying to get us accountable. Play the ball quick, pick out your man, and that midfield has to be tops. Let us know who you think Manchester United can be West Ham. Now, move in and talk about the Hammers West Ham. Coming into this game after a bit of a harsh loss, but a bit of a walloping against Liverpool, you could say. We know how you feel, West Ham. We've lost before against them. But here's West Ham's previous 5 games. They beat Tottenham 2-1. They lost 5-0 against Fulham. They beat SC Freiburg 2-0 in the. They beat FC Freiburg 2-0. They beat Wolverhampton Wanderers 3-0 last weekend, and they lost against Liverpool 5-1. So even though West Ham can score goals and maybe beat the big teams like Tottenham, they can also concede goals against the likes of Fulham. So that's what I'm trying to say. Leave me alone. Here we go. Right. So the top goal scorer is Jarrod Bowen. He is the top goal scorer with 10 goals, so he's definitely the West Ham danger man. And top assists is Vladimir Kufal with 5. So again, Bowen, I think they both play on the right hand side as well, so definitely a good link up there. Will West Ham fancy their chances? I feel like they will. I feel like West Ham will fancy their chances. I feel like they will. If you're a West Ham fan, are you fancying your chances? Are you wary? Are you nervous? I don't know. But I mean, I feel like that. I feel like they look at their away records, not definitely not as good as their home. West Ham, they probably do going into this game thinking we can do it, get in their faces, agitate. And I think they will. Even after losing 5 in Liverpool, their fans will want a response and hope that their players probably be up for it. How can West Ham beat Man United? Scare us early on, run at the midfield. That's how I think teams can beat us. For me, if you run at that midfield with pace and move the ball quick and aggression, that's how I think you can beat us. Pace, aggression, and scares. If you scares early on, or screw. But that is here is my. We're gonna go through stats. Actually, a few stats. Just do it. So at Manchester United, start off with 10. Average goals scored per match was 1.06. Average goals conceded per match was 1.24. We've kept 6 clean sheets so far this season in the Premier League. Chances created per match was 1.59, and we're 7th in the league with 28 points. West Ham stats. Average goals conceded per match is 1.71. Average goals conceded per match was 1.76. 2 clean sheets so far this season in the Premier League. Chances created per match 1.76, and West Ham ranked in the league with 27 points. So again, a point in the difference. Now, so that is Man United and West Ham stats. Let's move into predicted 11s. So here is my predicted 11 for the upcoming game against West Ham. It's not even letting me show. Well, I suppose you can see me. So here is my predicted 11 for the game against West Ham. I think it'll be Onana in there, a back 4 of Shaw, Varane, Johnny Evans, and I think Wan-Bissaka will come in for the suspended Dalot. Michael Oliver, I mean, have a shit Christmas, thanks. Again, that back, well, Onana, Varane, Evans and Shaw done reasonably sound against Liverpool, so hopefully we'll see the same performance again at the back, or maybe better, hopefully. I'm going to try and speak this into existence of a midfield three of Amrabat, Kobbie Mainoo, and Bruno Fernandes back in the squad. His creativity was missing for me again in the Liverpool game. Would he have made any much difference? I don't know. Who knows? Again, I think he will go Mainoo or Amrabat, McTominay, and Bruno, but I hope he goes Mainoo, Amrabat, and Bruno. I think he'll stick to the same. Garnacho on the left, Anthony on the right, and Rasmus Højlund up top. I hope on Boshi. I think he will, to be fair. I also have Christmas presents for himself. But yeah, I mean, listen, he may bring in Rashford on the left, but I just think he'll be looking at the players who at least get stuck in from and play from, and he'll that's what he needs at the moment in time. And he'll want them wingers helping his full-backs if he needs. My score prediction is confident. And I'm going with a happy, festive 2-1 win to Manchester United. I'm going with it. Disagree with me if you want, but I'm going with a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I think Jared Bowen will score for them because he's on half form at the moment, but looks things. And I think Bruno will back on the score sheet alongside Rasmus Højlund. So that is my score prediction for the game against West Ham. I can't be negative. But look, that's been the Manchester United versus West Ham United Premier League preview. Let us know your thoughts for the upcoming game. Let us know your predictions in the chat. And like I said, to start, there will be a lot of watch along with myself on the United YouTube channel tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, you could say, even from 12 p.m. Game kicks off at 12:30. We'll have a half an hour before with build up and team news. And let's talk about Christmas time because it's getting ever closer, 3 days away. Again, just to remind you, we'll have the preview for the Aston Villa game out on Sunday. The 5 talking points will either be out on Saturday night or Sunday morning, but there will be the Villa preview on Sunday because I'm gonna take 2 days off for Christmas if you don't mind. The 25th and the 26th. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and I'll speak to you all on the next one. Come on, United, and have a great Christmas. Have a good one, Reds. Follow our socials, links in the description.